Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create mermaid tail cake. I have baked 10-inch square cake. You can bake any size you need. I am using various size circular cutters to cut out my sponge layers to the size I need. This is one part of the mermaid cake I made. I have sliced my cake layers in half, so I have 2 thinner cake layers, which I simple syrup. And now I stack my cake layers with a little bit of Swiss meringue buttercream in between them. Because it's a mermaid scale cake, each layer is a tiny bit smaller than the previous one, so I'm sort of creating this cone shape. I insert the bamboo skewer to help me keep the cake in place while I crumb coat it and carve it. As well, I insert the straw over the skewer. I will take out the skewer once the cake is nice and chill. And instead I'm going to insert my mermaid fin that I made earlier from the rice paper. So I crumb coat my cake and I place it in the fridge for 30 minutes to let it chill and firm up. And now I start to carve my cake to look like mermaid's tail. I prefer carving cold and chilled cakes because they're easier to handle. I hold on to my skewer if the carving process is getting a little bit wobbly. Take your time while carving the cake. If you have some gaps to fill in, you can use the same carvings, just make it in a dough and push them in. Once I'm happy with the shape, I crumb coat it and place it in the fridge for 30 minutes. And now it's Mermaid Scales time. So I rolled out a thin layer of fondant and then used a small circular cutter to cut out lots of scales, and then each scale I was texturing with this tool. Though my cake wasn't really a big cake, it took me 2 hours to make all the scales for it. Instead of placing a second layer of buttercream, I decided I will roll out a thin layer of fondant and place it over my chilled cake. And now I'm going to attach all my scales using the help of water. There is a link for this rice paper mermaid's tail fin in the description box below. Go check it out. I started placing my scales from the top of the cake and work my way down. I spend an hour by placing the scales on my cake. When I came at the bottom of my cake, I cut my scales in half and I placed on the cake the upper half of the scale. And now I am hand painting my cake. I'm using 4 colors: gold, yellow, green, pink and blue. You can use any colors you like. Some colors were lighter, so I needed to go twice over the same color. I'm using luster dust mixed with dipping solution. And here you see how I created the water effect on my cake board. I'm using Swiss meringue buttercream and I colored it in few shades of blue. As well, I had nut colored buttercream with which I created the wave texture. Basically, I just had fun with my buttercream on the board. And all that is left now is to decorate the cake board with the ribbon or the sparkly tape. Thank you for watching.